So I kind of have a weird affinity for vacuums, or maybe I shouldn't even really say vacuums, really machines that do things efficiently. Now this particular machine is a vacuum that claims to suck things really well. Pause. Now over the last 2 years, Dyson has been releasing cordless vacuums, so I decided to pick up their latest creation, which is the Dyson V6 Absolute. Now my question is, can one of their cordless vacuums replace my full-size Dyson DC39 canister or my Dyson DC41 upright vacuum? So let's find out. The V6 Absolute is Dyson's top-of-the-line cordless vacuum. It's extremely lightweight, especially when you compare it to my canister and my upright. Both my Dyson DC41 and Dyson DC39 weigh around 17 pounds. But the V6 Absolute is completely cordless, so I don't have to worry about going from room to room, unplugging and then replugging the vacuum again. I can just kind of flow throughout my apartment without the worries of any clumsy wires tripping me up. V6 Absolute is battery powered and will give you approximately 20 minutes of use. Now power is cut down to about 6 minutes when you use the max power feature, which is located at the top of the vacuum. Max power gives you a little bit more suction power for more difficult situations. Now here's the real challenge with the cordless battery operated vacuum. How much can I get done with this machine? This is going to be one of the biggest determining factors when deciding on purchasing this vacuum. Now I was able to clean my entire apartment and I got some light dusting done in about 13 minutes. The Dyson V6 Absolute includes 2 types of cleaner heads. So you're going to get a soft roller for picking up large debris and fine dust, and then there's a direct drive cleaner head with carbon fiber bristles that supposedly dig real deep into your carpets, removing even more dust. They also include 4 other tools. You have the mini motorized tool, which I like to use for cleaning upholstery like my couch and other soft cloth materials. There's a combination tool which I use to clean my stairs. There's a crevice tool which you can use to get into tight spaces, and a soft dusting brush, which is great for some light dusting. So the question is, are you gonna stick with your old school plug and play vacuum, or are you gonna get a cool cordless vacuum? So right off the back, you know the V6 Absolute is gonna take the win for ease of use and maneuverability, because this is basically a grab and go vacuum. Alright, so let's start with how well these vacuums remove dust. In my opinion, the Dyson V6 Absolute does just as good of a job when compared to the other 2 vacuums. Now the other 2 vacuums have a stronger suction power, with the Dyson DC39 coming in at 280 air watts and the DC41 has a maximum of 240 air watts, so you know removing dust is no problem for them. But what makes them comparable when it comes to dust removal is the tool being used for the dust pickup. The V6 Absolute uses a soft roller cleaner head, which has anti-static fiber filaments which aids in removing fine dust. The soft roller cleaner head also specializes in large debris removal, which is going to take us to our next performance test. Out of the 3 vacuums, which did a better job at large debris removal on a hard surface? The answer actually might surprise you. The Dyson DC41 upright vacuum has a powerful motorized cleaner head. However, it just tossed my dog's kibbles all over the kitchen. The Dyson DC39 has an air-propelled turbine head, which has the strongest suction of the 3, but because the turbine head is light in weight, some of the dog kibble just got pushed around instead of being sucked up. So how did the Dyson V6 perform? Yup, you guys guessed it, this thing is a beast. The Dyson V6 combined with the soft roller with a suction power of only 100 air watts outperformed both the DC39 and the DC41. You see, its secret weapon is a soft roller cleaner head. The soft roller cleaner head is designed in a specific way that allows it to engulf large debris. The front portion of the roller is fully exposed, so this is going to allow for direct contact with the particles on your floor. The full-size vacuums that Dyson has to offer usually have a plastic encasement that surrounds the brush bar. This is why I've seen cheaper vacuums outperform Dyson when it came to large particles on hard surfaces. The plastic encasement is getting in the way of the brush bar actually getting to the actual particle. Not to belabor the point, but it's really important you know that Dyson designed their machines to be efficient in fine dust removal by engineering the cleaner head to create a tight seal with the floor. So obviously, if the seal is so close to the floor, large particles will just be pushed around. This is why I love the engineering team at Dyson. They finally found a way to answer their only shortcoming. Alright, so let's move to the last performance test. large debris or large particles on carpet. The Dyson DC-39 kind of pushed the debris around and struggled to pick up the dog kibble. Again, its lightweight was an issue. The DC-41 should have been the best performing vacuum in theory. However, the added weight didn't help, and a powerful motorized brush bar just strewed the kibble all over the place. It's important to note that I'm focusing on the removal of particles on the surface of the carpet. The DC-41 definitely outperforms all of the vacuums when it comes to agitating the carpet and getting a really deep clean. The other two vacuums just don't have the weight or the power to get into carpet fibers like the DC-41. Last but not least, the Dyson V6 combined with the direct drive cleaner head takes the gold for debris removal on a carpet. Something about the design of the direct drive cleaner head allows for easy removal of large particles on carpeted floor. So the question is, should you buy the Dyson V6 as a replacement or a complementary cleaning tool? Well, that actually all depends on what your situation is. If you live in an apartment or a really small house that has mostly hard floors, this would be a great buy. But if you live in a large house with mixed floor types, i.e. hard floors and carpet, I would only purchase this as a complementary tool for quick cleanups. Also, I forgot to mention, it takes 4 hours to charge this bad boy, and like most Dyson products, it's not cheap. The Dyson V6 retails for about $600. Guys, let me know what you would do. Me personally, I would buy it.